I'm Bubba Loggins.
My name's Colton Eberlin.
I started Speedarama about 20 years ago.
I teach here at Lufkin High School, dual credit economics teacher, AP economics teacher.
My name's Hayden Futch, and I'm standing outside of Speedarama Raceway on 103 East.
And Speedarama was named after the old Speedarama back when I was a kid. There's one at Cedar Grove, and we just named it after that.
Speedarama was first built by Bubba Loggins in 2002 as a practice track for one of his dear friends.
We built it. David Riley was a good friend of mine. He's passed away now, but he was looking for a car to practice. He had a race car. He was looking for a place to practice it, and so I said, well, I just bought this place, and we was actually logging it then. So we just moved out a little place for him to practice his car, and they started coming out of the woodworks.
I'm currently standing on what would have been Speedarama's infield. Attendance could soar as high as 1,200 and what would have been grandstands over there.
I know the first night we had about 1,200 people there, and then when you had a wreck or a fight out on the track, the next week's attendance picked up also. And
many competitors won races out here at Speedarama, came from far and wide to race at Speedarama. Lufkin became a community that was known for grassroots racing, thanks to the ground I'm standing on right now.
Then I sell it to the city of Lufkin. Right. And then a few years later, I buy it back from the city of Lufkin. But it's demolished by then, and I still own the land that it was on now.
Speedarama was a cultural center of racing and family enjoyment in the city of Lufkin. It was not only Speedarama that was a cultural hallmark for the city of Lufkin, but also Minirama, which was a great source of family entertainment.
We started the go-kart track for just the younger kids to have something for every person out there, and so we run it, and it was kind of. The guy I got to run it didn't work out real good the first time, so but we give it a try. And then the bicycle track with some people, anything to do with racing or driving, and it was a kid deal too. So try to put on a good show for a good family audience.
Speedarama quickly grew to an area of entertainment and family enjoyment for the city of Lufkin. Speedarama Raceway would host races almost weekly, every Saturday night. As you can see, this paper mill right across from me had many people work there that were regulars of Speedarama.
For example, when the paper mill was here, there was no telling how many jobs that we had available in Lufkin, and those people were making more money. Okay, so when you lose a company, especially a big companies like Lufkin Industries and the paper mill, it's hard to make that revenue up somewhere else. So I think that's really what's hurt Lufkin, and I think we're trying to get back to where we were. But we'll see. It'll take some time, even if we do. So,
unfortunately, when companies like the paper mill shut down, we begin to see lower attendance in other franchises such as Speedarama, and slowly over time, it became less and less profitable to run such companies.
Back in whenever it was, probably 60s, 70s, 80s, right? The paper mill was open. Lufkin Industries was open. We had some of those manufacturing going on in Lufkin, but now it's shut down. And you can kind of see the impact it's had on Lufkin. But whenever you lose a job, you have to figure out what's important to me and what's not, and you have to just really focus on, hey, I need this, or hey, I don't. So I think that's really what it boils down to.
It's just a little more difficult in running one than what you think, or what it seems from the outside.
And hopefully enough, Lufkin will see new entertainment spring up as our economy begins to bounce back.
I think they're trying to revitalize that with the economic district is what they're calling it out there on 103. So we'll see how that does for it.
Speedarama has sadly closed down, but the memories will forever live on.